Okay, so this is how to make kombucha step 4. I've missed step 3 because, well, I'm just doing a previous batch. So you're getting step 4 first. So the story of step 4 is, well, this is coming out of the barrel and you haven't seen the keg yet, but this is a 19 litre corny keg. You can get Williams Wern is the brand. It's good. It's actually made in New Zealand, believe it or not. And yeah, they look like this. They have ball locks on the top and this lid that you click open. So this is very common, very standard in the home brewing. Go to any brew shop and they'll sell you these. You can get them from Harvey Norman for about, well, I bought mine for $130, so you probably can too. Now, this is another piece of equipment. Obviously your bottles put in. I just use kombucha bottles. I find they're good. I can get them off people who buy them at supermarkets. This piece of equipment here is homemade. So this here is what they use for filling beer out of low pressure kegs. So they put this on the tap on the bottom of something like this. In fact, exactly this. In fact, that tap. So this here thing fits on the bottom of that, just like this, and you sits down and it's got this wee thing on the bottom, just me and my one hand here, so it's got a wee spring loaded thing, so when you push it down, beer flows out. You lift it up and close, so usually you lift the bottle up and the beer will flow in, and then you close it and you do the next. So that's how you bottle beer. So I've adapted it to work on pressure. So I bought a bung for $1, got a drilled through the center of it so I can hold pressure inside my bottle, and put in a silicone hose. These silicone hoses are fantastic. You can buy them at brewing shops as well, or get them from Alibaba, even cheaper. And then they have these ball locks that are really, really common. So they have gas and liquid types. So just get a couple of those and plug them in. So what happens here is we'll whack this on the side of the out hose, and it just clicks on. Okay, now we start to fill a bottle. See how this goes. I'll just get my, and we're doing this one-handed. Carlo's unfortunately going to bed, so he's not helping me this time. So now the first load here, you see really close, it's got a bit of goop in it. That's from the grape flavouring and a bit of kombucha left over, so this will jam my system up. So what I really need to do is get rid of that first. Hang on, I'll do that and then come back. Okay, so I think we're in business again here. So what I actually had to do is use the CO2 to blow back that valve. But this is the other part of it. CO2 is essential when you go this direction, and what you need to do is, because you're filling out of the pressure keg, you need to put CO2 in the other side to refill the pressure to keep it flowing. So you can just adjust the pressure to go the speed you like. So we're sitting, oops, we're going to turn this on. Actually, we're not too high a pressure. So that's 10 actually, probably too high, but we'll see how we go here. So push that, yeah, pretty mild. Okay, so what are we at here? I've so feel like 10. Okay, it's quite sedate today, but yeah, it's alright. So then you just pop it into the next one, screw the cap on that one. You can see here, just it's kind of flowing quite oddly slowly. Usually you zip up there in like a few seconds, and the cork starts to fizz. You see, it just keeps things under control by adding pressure. So what I'm going to do is we'll just whack a bit more pressure in here and see what happens, eh? Is that actually on? There you go, got some gas action going on there now. See it coming up. You get the idea? So I thought I'd show you this because they're just so cool. He's got friends that drink this nice expensive tonic, and rather than throw the bottles out, they're giving to me to fill up now. So, and they just look so awesome with this stuff in it. And what happens is I get a bit possessive about my bottles, you see, so these other nice kombucha ones. So I'm filling up these ones to give away because they're odd balls, but they're so nice. I might start to covet these ones as well. There you go. And you can make it go faster by just putting more pressure into the cylinder at the other side. All the way up to the top. It's a story, and then on goes the lid. Great thing about kombucha is you don't really get too fussy about being really hygienic with it because it's got all that acid in it that kills everything, not like beer. So there we go, all done. 11 or 12 litres of kombucha and half a bottle of beer because I got the wrong barrel the first time. The other little note I thought I'd mention is I put the kombucha in here. You'll see that in the next step when I rack off the next one, and it sits in here at about 20 psi, and I put it in the fridge obviously, and the whole idea of that is to carbonate it. So rather than carbonating in the bottle, so what people normally do is they brew it and they'll pour it into the bottle and they put a spoon of sugar in there, but the problem with that is then you get fermentation in the bottle. It can become really overly fizzy if you put too much sugar in, and then you get like a kombucha SCOBY in your bottle as well. It's a bit messy, whereas this allows you to kind of carbonate it to the level you like, plus it's a lot tidier and you can do it in a kind of bigger volume in a way. So that's how I do it anyway.